Hi everyone, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks. And have you ever wondered what my favorite tanks are in the game? Well, over the next few weeks, I'm going to be playing through my favorite vehicles of different nations. And seeing how today/tomorrow is going to be Thanksgiving in America, I decided to kick it off with good old American tanks. So, I'm going to be picking my favorite American vehicles. How am I ever going to do this? This is tricky. Well, I tell you what, let's start at tier 7 and work our way up. Because at tier 6, there's nothing really that catches my interest apart from maybe the Sherman Jumbo. If you use this with the stock gun and you fire a lot of gold with the 105mm, it can be filthy. Watch a video that I made this year called American Moment, I believe, if you want to see some Jumbo gameplay. So at tier 7, what's my oh, come on. It's obvious. It's staring me right in the face. My favorite tank at tier 7 for the USA has to be the T-29. Now look, when you play the T-29, there's two ways of playing it. One with the 90mm and one with the 105mm. The 90mm is by far better in every single way as long as you fire gold. However, if you're a free-to-play player, you're probably going to do better with the 105mm. However, you know, this is just not my free-to-play account. I am not going to be going cheap here. We're going to be going full gold, full capitalism, full American dream. That is what the goal is going to be today. And so we're going to be delivering sweet rounds of gold justice to our opponents if we need to. I mean, you can make that 90mm with the standard rounds work on this tank. It's just, yeah, not every single time that you're going to be able to make it work. So today was the release of update 1.27, and it brings a whole load of stuff which I don't really care about, at least for now. But very soon, it will bring a lot of stuff that we do care about, as Wargaming will confirm that Holiday Ops will be coming back this year. And I'm sure that all of you are looking to see if my wallet's up here. It's not. I'm sure that all of you are out there and your wallets are quaking at the prospect of what might be coming inside the large loot boxes in the next week or so. Usually we actually have them kind of like about the 29th of November, but that would be pretty soon considering we haven't heard anything about it. All right, I'm going to take a turbo on this map because it's quite a big map. I usually like to use the durability on this tank if I'm going to side scrape or if I'm on a map where the fight is won and lost in one single location. I feel like this map that you have to be a little bit more flexible later on. All right, so T-29. Why do I love this tank? How about great damage per minute for tier 7 with 90mm. 105mm used to have okay DPM until they nerfed it, but Wargaming didn't touch the 90mm. Lol. On top of that, incredible turret armor. Okay hull armor. It's a lot better than the M6, for example, with regards to its hull armor. Now, I'm not saying it's a better tank tier for tier, because the M6 is crazy good with that 90mm, and now that they've improved the turret armor on the M6. But that T-29, oh, it just feels different with that incredible turret. So I'm going to take a little bit of a risk here, and we're going to just have American confidence in everything in life, and we're just going to drive across and hope that I'm not going to get tagged by, like, the WZ and the SU-130. And oh my goodness, how did I mean, whatever, I'm just magic. Apparently I'm just magic. Somehow I managed to not actually take damage from two tanks that were pre-aimed, and I managed to penetrate the IS-3 as well. Just America wins. America always wins, right? I got spotted when I poked up there. There could be somebody sitting in that bush. Hold on, have they moved that bush? I thought the bush was up there and allowed people to shoot in the side. Have they changed the way that that bush works? Maybe. Wow, I've only just noticed that. Must be the glasses. Oh god, I'm wearing glasses on YouTube. Got to tell people why I'm wearing glasses on YouTube. Yeah, so basically, again, right eye, blah, 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 blah. A little bit more, a little bit worse for wear. 37 years later. And, yeah, so I have a little bit more eye strain on my right eye, so this kind of balances it out, and it's been really good, actually. Everything's in 4K again, and my eye doesn't get tired, so win. Oh, it's Tiger versus T-29. This doesn't go very well for the Tiger. Talk about doesn't go very well. He just came around the corner and owned me. Oh no, is that IS-3 going to own me as well? Not quite today, my dude. Oh. Let's get the gold going again. Alright, that guy's aiming at the VK. I'm going to tell this VK that I'm going to help him out. I'm going to go support him. Cool. I got a little bit of assistance there. Oh, I don't want this IS-3 to tag me. No, not with the RT, not right now. Oh, disaster. But I've got to hurry up. We've got to get out of this artillery's line of fire. We've got to go and help against this, help this VK. VK's helping himself. I should be able to go hold down on this. And, wow, that is one dead IS-3. I'm just going to go for the retrack. And now we're going to go and finish him off on the front plate there. A lot of people don't realize, but the IS-3 actually has track links on the front that actually count as thicker armor. I don't think they count as spaced protection, but yeah, thicker armor. I believe it changes the armor from being 120 up to 140, or 100 to 120, or like around about that. So yeah, if you're ever firing at the IS-3, try to avoid the track links, but they're not that much better that you wouldn't want to just shoot at a big flat surface, if that makes sense. Okay, 278 up in the hills. That's a very powerful tier 6 American tank. Now, remember, this list of vehicles, they're not going to just be the most powerful tanks. They're going to be my favorite tanks. Coincidentally, the T-29 is not only my favorite tank at tier 7 for America, but it's also the most powerful one. So that kind of does two birds with one stone. This is incredibly dangerous, what I'm about to do. Like, I could get lit up all the way from over here. But I feel like sometimes in life you have to progress the situation. Okay, I have to still hope that I don't get spotted from here without being proxy spotted from here. So what I have to do is actually swing towards the right to give myself as much time to not get proxy spotted as possible, because then I'll get dumped from over there. And now I've made it over here, I should be okay. What the shell? Laggity lag, man. Oh, I fired just a little bit too soon there. That was a server reticle issue. Looks like Wargaming servers, who are probably invested into allowing people to download the client, actually just decided to not download my shell in the correct position there. What's this SU doing? Disappearing, apparently, but not oh, no. I'm a silly sausage. Should never have done that. Should never have done that. He's gone. And this is where this tank's just great. What, shooting tanks that are out in the open queue? But yeah. More like just on a ridgeline with good turret armor, right? Good. We've got a little bit of revenge on the 416. Another thing to mention about this tank is that I think that Wargaming might have nerfed the view range a little bit, but it's still good. 370 meters view range, as you can see with the premium consumable and vents, means that we still rock and roll. And with a turbo, look, it's not even slow. It's the all-purpose American tool at tier 7. Tier 7 just feels like such a lovely tier. Tier 7 gets such varied matchmaking. It's wonderful. It's a bit like a cheaper tier 9. And it's a tier 9 which is more accessible for a lot of players. Talk about accessible. That T-29, they don't even have the top turret, that poor guy. Well, say goodnight, little non-top. Somebody stole it. Looks like he was angled in a funny way. Oh, he was towards me. I thought he was away from me. What a beautiful tank. Not exactly the best game, but 2,400 combined. We'll have to start off. It's a solid game, and it was a 15-1. Balanced. Very balanced, like the T-29, right? Okay, so that was my favorite tier 7 tank. Now I got to pick a favorite tier 8. Now, if somebody had asked me back in the day... Oh, looks like I hit a blind shot, actually. I hit a blind shot? Did I really finish top on damage in that game? Third, I did fire nearly 40,000 credits worth of ammunition. So be careful, you know, if you spam gold inside a matchup like that, you kind of have to. All right, so tier 8. If somebody had asked me back in the day what my favorite tier 8 is, also, I must mention that this is my favorite tier 7 probably of all time. Back when it used to be at tier 7 with the 10-round autoloader, but Wargaming removed that. Again, go check out a video I have on this channel called Before It Was Nerfed. It's probably one of the best series on this channel, and for some reason they don't seem to get any views. But that means that there's all the more opportunity for you to go and check out an awesome series. Before It Was Nerfed series, I go through all of the most overpowered tanks, and I showcase gameplay from sometimes like 10 years ago to show what they used to be like when they were like that. So if you want to go down a trip down memory lane, or alternatively, you just want to see what the Bulldog was like when it had a 10-round autoloader, go for it. But my favorite tier 8 now, there's so many tier 8s to choose, right? I think back in the day, it would have probably been the Pershing, because this was the first ever tank that I got 1,000 average experience in. But if I had to pick a vehicle now, it would probably be the AMBT, or it would probably be the ASTRON Rex, which is also the Alembic. Oh, it's a really tough decision. AMBT or Alembic? You know what? I'm going to go... It's really a 50-50. It could be depending on just how I got up out of bed that day. The AMBT is better for control. The Alembic is better for just being a bit wild. The Alembic has this wonderful turret armor and this wonderful kind of like very small hull that's quite freaky and hard to be able to deal with. It also has really nice gun handling, meaning that you don't need vert stabs on this vehicle, at least in my opinion, and I would far rather improve the accuracy that this tank gets. The ASTRON Rex / Alembic is just an absolute beast of tier 8, and it's not just a beast of tier 8, it's actually one of the more competitive tanks. It's so underrated. This is probably one of the most underrated tanks inside the game. Holy matchup, Batman. It's an Alembic versus an ASTRON Rex. Again, they're exactly the same tank if you're getting confused. It's just Wargaming like to make money. Like, these are American tanks, of course, you know, America, rich. Wargaming has to make money on American tanks. So this is basically just a copy of the ASTRON Rex. But it makes funny sounds as if it's some kind of like a cauldron. There's probably a more technical name for it. It's the actual thing that you process chemicals in is not an alembic, right? Alembic, I swear, is something that's transforming, as far as I remember. But yeah, it's meant to be like a chemical kind of cauldron for wizardry. Wizardry? It's not wizardry, it's science, QuickyBabs. Yes, of course. So yeah, I got 2 builds on this tank. One is with vents, an aiming device, and that lovely experimental turbo to give it just a little bit of gun handling. And the other way that I like to play this tank is with a vision system exhaust to be able to play those sneaky maps. I'm hoping this turbo will allow me to get into position. I want to just go straight across and try and make my opponent's life a living hell here. Nice. I can use this bush to shield me from the Blesk. I'm actually spotting him. Poor little Blesk. And yeah, this thing has a 5-round autoloader, albeit with a large inch-clip reload. I'm just gonna start reloading now. I don't think they're gonna rush me. It's just one of those things where you have to make a decision. You just got to go with what your gut is. And my gut was to reload there to get my 5 shells in case I get rushed, and then I have to sit there when I'm rushed with only 3 shells, right? But anyway, good start. Blesk down. Okay, I'm not spotted, but this guy seems to just want to hide behind me. Now, I understand wanting to hide behind big tanks. That's absolutely fine. But yeah, I'm going to ask this Super Hellcat for help. I'm going to ask this Progetto for help as well. Maybe they'll come. All right, here we go. It looks like it's KV 3 o'clock. Okay, I need to scare them. What does that mean? So I have to basically make these guys think that there's very scary tanks here, because if they all rush me all at the same time, I die. And I don't like dying in World of Tanks. Talk about dying in World of Tanks. There we go. Let's just start reloading immediately. Now, if their Alembic / ASTRON Rex was smart, he would actually push me right now while I'm reloading. But he's probably worried about the 416 as well. In that kind of a situation where you think you're about to get outnumbered, it's very important to show strength. Because if you don't show strength, then they'll all come in all at the same time. If they all come in all at the same time, then you're in a lot of trouble. Talk about a lot of trouble. That Progetto is just sitting in such a useless position with the durability device as well. Okay, let's get here. This tank has 10 degrees of gun depression, so it's an absolute savage with regards to that. Looks like that guy has gone on his desktop. He's like, what? He went on his desktop or something. He thought he could just go AFK. Not today, buddy. Who else wants some? Who else wants some? Do they think I'm reloading now, though? If they've been counting my shells, they'll know. Wow. And that is just the ASTRON Rex in a nutshell. What a beautiful mag that was. I'm going to run away because it might give me the few extra seconds that I need. I've actually seen people do really sneaky things like knock down the trees and hide in there. Oh my lord, I just noticed I'm only reloading 4 shells. Oh god. Why did I do that? Oh well. Free to play baby in the house. Alright, let's just go deliver 4 shells. That'll be even more confusing for them, right? Alright, I'm trying to get this Alembic on the top / ASTRON Rex. See if I can get his weak point. Where is he? Oh, there he is. There's got to be a Leo there. He's actually Amaract, but that doesn't mean a difference. Oh gosh, that Udez just absolutely tagged me. Gotta watch out. Dang, that... Oh, sorry, dude. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay, the Leo's dropped back, so I shouldn't be spotted anymore. I know where the Udez is. So, I guess I just go in here, like, aggressive? I might lose a lot of hit points for this. I'm gonna get proxy spotted in a sec, but man. Let's attack this Udas. Oh, bless him. He doesn't use a turbo. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you play... Oh, he uses an automatic fire extinguisher. Poor guy. Listen to me. Listen to me right here, right now. If you have a Swedish tank destroyer with a hydropneumatic suspension, the best piece of equipment is a turbo. You must always use a turbo on every single Swedish tank destroyer. And the reason for that is that it works inside the siege mode. Increases, and it has a flat increase. So let's say that your top speed is 10 with a turbo. It could be up to 16 if you use a Bond turbo forwards. It's absolutely mad like that. So please, 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 please. I see so many people making this mistake. They just don't. They just don't. Whoa, talk about making a mistake. Am I spotted? I wasn't. That guy just blind fired me like an absolute beast. Please don't make that mistake. Please don't make that mistake. Whoa! 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 He yeeted his head forwards. You must use a turbo, as good turbo as you can. Bounty turbo, much better than a regular turbo because you can't get the mobility slot. Big, meaty result there. There we go. What was that? 6k combined? This is why I like this tank. It's great. It is one of the best, if not the best, tier 8 mediums. It's even better than a Borask for carrying a lot of games. If I need like some armor, this one's way better. In a matchup like this one's better. In a matchup against tier 10s, I'd probably say the Borask is better, especially on a big bushy map. But a lot of people don't realize this tank's camo, it's not even that bad. I can get 27 without an exhaust, meaning I can get like 34 with a bounty exhaust. That's a great game. I was gonna boost, but today I'm gonna choose my get the words out, QuickyBabs, my first ever Clan Wars tank. So I was very close to boosting for the crew skill there. No, I'm saving those boosts to get field mods on my first ever Clan Wars tank. So if you want to see me play it, as well as also get some drops for Thanksgiving, even though it's the day before Thanksgiving, I'm going live all again. So yeah, nearly did that. This is going very well today. Let's keep it going. Anyway, yeah, 6,000, 300 combined? Sick, bruv. Sick. All right, that was my favorite tier 8. Now let's think about what my favorite tier 9 is. I don't even know why I'm looking at the tech tree. Why do I look at the tech tree for this kind of shenanigans? Favorite tier 9. So many tier 9 tanks. You know what? I could just use the filter on the bottom. Oh, this is actually a really hard decision. I love the T30. I love the T95. T95, in my opinion, is more fun than the T30. This is a wonderful tank. I like the M103. I even like the pattern. This is a wonderfully underrated tier 9. But I adore the TL7. I adore the TL7. Twitch is what I'm going to be streaming on later. YouTube is good save, Uncle Scrubs. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up between the T95 and the TL7. It's a toss-up. Do I have a coin? I don't know. Do I have a coin? I kind of have a USB stick. Okay, I'm going to flip a USB stick. Okay. CE, I think it's like a plasticky thing. I can't remember, like some kind of legal thing. Maybe it's got a battery reference in it. Okay, if it lands with Arcanite, this is the cheapest sponsor deal they've ever done in their life, let me tell you. I pay them like whatever it was, £20 on Amazon, and they get a free shout out. Just get to the bloody point. Arcanite will mean I play the TL7. The other one will be the T95. You're just going to have to trust me. Looks like the TL7 is my favorite. It's literally a coin flip. Let me tell you why the TL7 is my fave. Probably because it's premium. The TL7 is a hugely underrated tier 9 premium for players who know what they're doing. I really don't think it's good for this map and this matchup. Oh God, why am I not in the T95? I take it all back. I mean T95. Where's my T95? Can I swap? Can I do swapsies with skill 85 on the enemy team? Oh please, can we swap tanks, bruv? Okay, in this matchup, let's go full capitalism, full gold in this kind of a matchup. Let me clarify, the standard rounds on this tank, they are okay. They're okay. You've got like 252. But no, I'm just going to go full gold for the capitalism so I don't even have to think. But this thing's a premium, so it makes credits, so it doesn't really have to worry about stuff like that. Turn. That's obviously my favorite Tier 9 American non-tank is the M5355. I did a video similar to this earlier this year for 4th of July, where I played like the most popular American tanks. But these aren't the most popular ones that I'm playing today. These are my faves. These are my faves, man. These are my faves. So, sometimes the most popular tanks are my favorites, and sometimes they're not, right? But yeah, on a map like this, I'd far rather play the T95. Anyway, look, let's not talk about the T95. Let's talk about the TL7. So the TL7 is amazing once you fully upgrade it, and when you get good equipment. Bond, rotation device, and a level 3 experimental hugely reduces the bloom after firing. It means that you can fire at max intra-clip reload. I think the intra-clip reload is about 2.3 seconds on this tank. Oh, bro, it's right in front of me. So yeah. It is 2.3 seconds on this tank, which is quite fast, right? It's this kind of like sweet spot. So it definitely pumps out the damage. It's only got 360 alpha, which isn't great for a tier 9 TD, but perfectly workable. All right, this is looking like a nightmare game, boys and girls. I'm not gonna lie, looking like an absolute nightmare game. Oh, that M6Y looks like he's a universal donut. I guess I'll try and spot these guys for my tanks down below. Well, there's one. Oh no, he got me. I'm gonna have to just commit and get this guy out. There we go. Okay. Oh, we reload. Whoa, look at those two big juicy tier 10s down below. Not the best marksmanship by me. But yeah, let me clarify once again. This vehicle, you've got to improve the gun handling and the turret traverse and everything like that. And that's what this does. Unfortunately, now I have this like long reload. Otherwise, can you imagine right now what I'd do to the bottom of that ST2? Oh, what I would do to the backside of that ST2. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe I've got 10 more seconds. Let's align up for the perfect angle. Oh no, T57 heavy. Please don't block a Reno, my shot Renos. Oh, of course, America! It's the person who fights dirtiest who wins! Son of a... Oh, I've got my opportunity. What? 1. What? 2. What? 3. What? 4. Ouch. That was most of the health of a tier 10 tank. That is what this tank does. Fabulous. Do you see how fast we can unload with the vents, the level 3 experimental turbo, and that rotation device? We can pump, and it's got the accuracy from the vents. It's got the aim time from the vents. It's got that reduced bloom after firing from the other gun. Hard delay. Okay, maybe I can actually sneak over here and not get proxy spotted, and then I can sneak up behind these guys. Oh my god, I'm such a sneaky American. I would be not a very good American, because Americans aren't very sneaky. They're just in your face with confidence. Right. Oh my god, did I fail? Did I really fail? Luckily, we didn't. Okay, let's go. Who shall I dump? Who shall I dump? You know what, the 260, because he can run after me. Oh, America! Goodbye, Soviet Union, you lose today! That's right. Oh, man, I thought this tank was going to be bad. This tank is absolutely pumping right now. I got 24 seconds before I can go after this Minotaur. Do I have to run away right now and go after the ST2? Oh, why did you turn him? Don't turn him. Okay, I'm going to reverse up this slope. I know it looks a little weird, but I feel like it'll allow me to run away. Oh, I'm too slow, actually. I think I'm outthinking myself. I think I've outthought myself, boys and girls. Yeah, I've outthought myself. Alright, they're going to go after the 430U, so I think I should just go forwards. Dude, this tank going forwards wasn't even that much faster than it going backwards. Oh, has he turned for me? Or is he aiming down below? Look at that bloom after firing, am I right? Oh god, this game is pretty spicy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna pretend like I'm running away, but I'm actually gonna turn around again. Dude, if that Tessat comes after me, I need to pump an HE mag into him. I got 105 millimeters of HE. Then. Oh. Oh no, he knows, he knows, he knows, he knows. He knows. I don't have time. I don't have time for this. Dude, why are they both, like, not a one-shot for me? He's not stupid. He's coming after me, hold down. Dude, how can he spot me the whole time? Oh, I've got an STB-1 on my side. I'm on fire! This is not American! Oh, son of a gun. No way. I was hoping for something epic at the end. It was such a shame. It was such a shame because they were just both too many hit points, right? And even with a high roll of 375, it wasn't to be. Oh well, ladies and gents, that's 5,600 damage. An absolute pumper of a game. I think the only misplay that I made here is that I was trying to outthink myself with reversing up the slope, but I would have looked smart if they'd all turned round and tried to rush me, right? And I needed to run away. A good game for any tank. I probably didn't need to fire full gold here, but again, you're going to see that because we hit all of our shells, we're going to make money. This is a premium tier 9. It also makes bonds at the same time. So, for all of you people out there who need bonds to be able to pump into things like bond equipment or into Wargaming's auctions for tanks, then that's them. So, yeah, I got a high caliber. Well played to the STB-1. Did a good job. Well played to that E75 for spotting me there as well. He wasn't stupid. And well done to the STB-1 for setting me on fire. But yeah, we pumped. And I made 74,000 credits profit without a credit booster. That's good profit, right? I would thoroughly recommend sometimes on a tank like this, especially when you really need that gold pen, because it's just better to go for like a full gold build. And then when you're in like a tier 9 and below matchup, and you're not having to deal with tier 10 tanks, which are well armored, then you can just go for the regular. But yeah, if I'm going to make 90,000 credits profit, I would have made 22 even without a premium account. No problem, right? And so that's the TL7. That's why I love this tank. Okay, you know what? All the games today have been pretty fast. So all of you out there who thought I was going to disappoint you with the T95, I'm going to cheat and pick 2 tier 9 tanks. But this is my list, so I don't care, right? Who am I cheating? In fact, I would actually be cheating you, the audience, out of a T95 if I didn't play it, right? So let's go get stuck in. Anyway, so all in all, some solid games so far today, but let's talk about why the T95 is solid. This thing is just a beast in every way. By the way, you'll notice I take a pretty freaky build on this tank. Yeah, I know. I don't use a gun rammer. Yeah, I know. I don't use vents. Yeah. But that's because my ideology of this vehicle is it's not its armor that holds it back, and you can't improve the armor with gun rammer or vents or all of that kind of shenanigans. It's not the gun that holds it back as well. It's got a big old 155 with 750 alpha. Now, unlike, for example, you saw like the underscore maxing out his rate of fire on the T30, and sometimes you do need that. I personally think that on the T95, it's about mitigating its main weakness, or its 2 main weaknesses. Number 1, getting tracked. Getting tracked in the T95 and having somebody drive behind you is one of the most depressing and embarrassing things ever. Secondly, the traverse speed on this vehicle. Now, I could improve that by taking a rotation device. However, the build that I have with the turbo, along with the fuel, this is important, the fuel will actually make my traverse speed of this vehicle very wild because the engine power actually changes it. So you can see, like, I can actually turn even on soft terrain here, more as if I'm a fairly agile, slow, heavy, or like a super tank destroyer that's actually a little bit faster within that regard. And it also means that my track repair time is obnoxiously good. And I do not throw around the word obnoxious loosely in this regard. It's crazy how quick I can get my tracks back up. And the durability device means that it requires my tracks to get hit twice for them to come off. What's this Indian Panzer doing? Holy moly. Who paid that actor? Beautiful. I love it. Send that guy the PayPal money. Talk about PayPal money. That Borask, if he manages to get into our base, is going to absolutely raid us right now. I think that Centurion should have him blocked in place. Anyway, Wow, just realized, like the Indian Panzer fed the American Super Heavy on Thanksgiving. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Okay, I see where this is going. This is why this is the Thanksgiving video. It's going to be a Thanksgiving video that's also still great to watch afterwards. And that's where you know you are winning as a YouTuber, right? You make relevant content that's also going to be fun. Or you clicked afterwards? Yeah. Yeah, I guess. All right, I'm not really being very aggressive right now. Oof. He's called What a Mistake. What a mistake to make. Yes, what a mistake to make. What is this, Italian 50 TP? Probably. Talk about to make a mistake. Oh my god, that Borsig just went right through some of my thickest armor there. Wasn't very nice of him. I wonder if that Conqueror's going to make a mistake. Oh, there's a Conway in the center? I didn't even see that. I was too busy laughing at, like, Mario making mistakes on the enemy team. Oh, come on, make a mistake just for me. Good. It works. It works. Mind control. Oh my god! Ha ha! Stupid BZ176. Nobody likes you. I'm seriously thinking about flanking? Is this a good idea? So yeah, basically on this tank, I've focused on two things. One, its mobility. Look how fast this thing is compared to a normal kind of T95. My track health is crazy. My traverse speed is great because of the fuel. It's just, all in all, a very solid tank. Dude, imagine. I think there probably is a way up there. Don't want to think about it right now. Imagine how funny that would be in a T95, just climb up the cliff. I'll have to practice that. I think there's probably a way if you go like that and go up. Maybe, maybe not. It would be pretty changing. Be pretty changing for this map. Well, I haven't even done 1,000 damage this game. What's up with that? I think I might have outthought myself by flanking around here because I just make it too hard for the... I'm going to just get caught by the T95. Oh, baby, 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 baby. Come to baby, come to baby. No! That ridge line, I couldn't see it from behind the shrubs. Obviously, I need to get better glasses. There's that blooming Borsig who hit me earlier. Anyone got that gun rammer that I said that I don't use on this tank? XD. XD. No, again, you have to have a turbo on this tank. Look at that track speed. Look at that track repair speed. Mental, right? Absolutely mental. The Spatuk is hiding behind the bushes. And an S1 as well. I could be dead. I could be dead if that T90, if the Borsig hits me, I could be dead. Goodness gracious. This was most unsporting of the enemy team. They're all playing very properly. Oh my lord, nearly gave that Spatuk my butt. You know what? These guys, they're also bloomin' sneaky. Can the Borsig hit me from up there? There he is. There's the S1 who shot me as well. They're hard to dig out. This is the only thing that sucks about this tank, trying to dig out sneaky tanks, right? Sneaky tanks, especially sneaky tanks with turrets and gold. Borsig is so up in that bush. He's so up in that bush waiting for us. There he is. He's out. What a disappointing game for me, boys and girls. Really low combined, but 3 kills, I guess? 3 kills? 3 kills? And a win. Yeah, I didn't really get to show off the T95. It's always the age-old problem in World of Tanks, right? You have the age-old problem of World of Tanks. Where... As he stops, thinking for a few seconds. Would you rather have a win, but not actually do very much? Or would you rather have a loss, like in the TL7, but do a lot, right? That's always the tricky thing, right? That's always the tricky thing. Just gonna do 2 birds with 1 stone here, really. Get that Uncle Scrubby Baby thumbnail. But dude, if I put this in the thumbnail, then people are gonna know that I played the T95. Ah, but they'll think it's a bait and switch with the TL7. There we go. That's perfect. There we go. Uncle Scrubs. Dude, the problem is this tank's traverse speed's so good I can't get the gun right in the middle. My OCD is being triggered. Okay. Looks good. Beautiful. What a beautiful tank. Unironically though, or unsarcastically, whatever, in the T95. This is a great tank. Build it however you want. for me, having the consistency and the speed has actually led to me doing more damage. I know that sounds weird. What? You drop a gun rammer and you do more damage? It's because, like, not every map is about reloading your gun as quickly as you can to deal with your opponents. Quite a lot of maps require you to maybe make a more flexible approach. The occasional flanking of your opponents. Or even just getting into position quick enough while the fight is still relevant, right? Back in the day, the T-95 used to be limited to 14 kilometers an hour. I think it was 13 or 14 kilometers an hour. Man, that Super Conqueror had a good game. Well played, dude. GG. Great game for you. 8,000 damage is a wonderful result of World of Tanks. I finished 4th on damage, 5th on experience. Horrible game. Well played to the Borsig on the enemy team for clunking my HP away. But alas, they didn't win. Okay, so ladies and gents, now we're going to jump up to tier 10. I'd like to give an honorable mention as well to the T-49. This vehicle with the derp is really fun if you set it up like this. Just going to give you one big piece of advice on the T-49, and that is that its hull traverse is actually really good for dispersion, but its turret traverse is horrible. So if you take snapshot and you use the snapshot directive, you massively improve the vehicle's gun handling. Combine that with vert stabs, and also if you lock the turret by holding your right mouse button, and then you turn the hull, then that means that you actually have way less dispersion. All right, anyway, I digress. Let's focus. My favorite tank at tier 10. Oh my lord. I'm okay in the M5Y. This vehicle's great. Lovely hull down. My most played tank is the M48 Patton. I like the M60 for its just I don't give a monkey's kind of let's be aggressive and just shoot everything gameplay. Sheridan's not good. But it's good damage, right? T-57 Heavy, this is great damage, but I never feel like I'm influential. I feel like I do a huge amount of damage, but I feel like I do 3,300 average damage in this tank. That's not bad, but my win rate of 57 is very poor. E3, I don't really like this vehicle. It's a super heavy TD, but it's just quite boring for me to play. E4 was great before Wargaming changed it. T92, yeah, murderous. But I think my favorite, it's got to be the T125. This vehicle, it's still just, I don't care, let's go America. That's how this vehicle is. It's, I don't care, let's go America. The only problem is, I think that this is a tank, a heavy tank that does way better inside a nice matchup than it does inside a matchup like this. So I'm trying to think, what should I do for my build? Should I go my durability device? I think I should. There's multiple ways to play this map. There's no artillery, so I'm actually probably going to go towards the center to start off with, see if I can contest the hill. And then after I've seen if I can contest the hill, I have to go protect the cap. There's two ways to play this map. One is here, two is there. You never go around the west in a heavy. Anyway, so as I move into position, I'd just like to give a warm, heartfelt thank you to all of you out there who have been staying with my content for all of these years. And if you're in the US or you're just celebrating Thanksgiving today or tomorrow, a happy Thanksgiving to you. Have a wonderful day, whatever you get up to. I hope that you manage to have a little bit of a waistline as well. Still to give. Maybe just put on like loose trousers today.
Watch out! Retreat!
Watch out, retreat, he says. Kiss my backside, I say. Why would he even tell me to retreat here? Probably because he's like, oh, I want to get everything. That T60 wants me. This guy's very talkative right from the beginning. I reckon he's probably just got his 907. Today is actually probably a bad day to play tier 10s because there's 1,000 people or 1,100 people or 1,050 people who got them as rental tanks today. Not rental, sorry, they got them for the bond auction today. So today could be a pretty brutal day for tier 10. But then again, like it is, the people who got the tanks today, they're going to be sweaty because they had to spend about 49,000 bonds to get the vehicles. But they're not like the best players because the best players would have got them for free, right? So they're the richest players, they're the power players, but sometimes the power players are not actually the players who are, sometimes they're not going to be the best of players. Alright, so we've got somebody over there. Let's see if I can catch this T60. Or 60 TP, I should say. America. Oh my America. America, 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 America. I got FV405. Yeah, that was brutal. That was brutal. That was brutal. That was brutal. Absolutely brutal. Oh god, I've only got 500 hit points left now. That's not World of Tanks, is it? That's not World of Tanks. Okay, I gotta think about what I need to do. Probably just chill here and wait for opportunities. I think I've been a little bit too cheeky so far. Yeah, I think fall back here and try and shoot this badger would be good. How does that miss? I've got adrenaline rush now, though. At least I got that going for me. Oh, God, talk about adrenaline rush. That super conqueror just got absolutely chonked. This is looking pretty ugly right now. I think I can go AP here for the badger. We'll never know. Well, we'll know when the badger reappears. If he reappears on like a quarter hit points, we'll know. These guys about to poke here. I wouldn't be surprised if that CS63 pokes. Really tough game now. And it's all my fault. That was one of the worst pokes of the day. I lost 2,000 hit points for that little, like, 400 damage on an M60, right? I have to admit, I've never really used this position that much. Never really used this position that much, so... just thought I'd try it out. This guy seems to be quite insistent on using this position. So yeah, a little bit inexperienced in this position, not gonna lie. But that's what happens. It'd be funny if I had my worst game of the day in the tier 10. Enemy armor is hit! They know where I am now. There's that FV404, that pesky menace who got me earlier. Oh, talk about pesky menace who got me earlier. He doesn't have much to give anymore, does he? Ah, this position's quite interesting. You actually have to be quite tall here to be able to use it consistently. They got two people inside the cap circle. I don't think we're going to stop it. I think this is a loss, and I think in 33 seconds it's going to be... I should have hit his tracks there, but at least I got his durability. Or is this M60 coming after us now? Ah, me and that 907 ended up screwing each other over pretty badly. Disappointing, man. Disappointing. Only 2,500 combined for my T125. Well played to the enemy team. They did a good job. That FV405, that changed me. Yeah, I didn't really think that corner poke was going to be that bad, but it was. I think that if you're going to poke for these tanks, you should probably go over here and try to side scrape. I think that's a safer poke. I think that this rock will provide you at least a little bit of protection. Yeah, this position, it's great for stopping people from going up on the hill. It's great for getting a bit of crossfire over here, but it's not so good with the high ground there. Always got to learn in World of Tanks. Put myself in an unfamiliar position for myself, and yeah, we have the worst result of the day from it. So, a little bit of a disappointment with the T125 there, but I think today was actually really good. We've got an ace tanker in the ASTRON Rex Alembeck, got a high caliber pump game in the TL7. Kind of showed a little bit of what the Unstoppable Zoom Turtle's all about, and we had a fairly good game in the T29. So, ladies and gents, boys and girls, that was it for my favorite tanks in the USA tank tree. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. And again, if you're watching this video as it goes live on Wednesday, then I'll be going live on twitch.tv/QuickyBaby, getting two, that's right, one on my free-to-play account and one on my main account, Clan Wars reward tanks for the very first time. And also, I've got some Thanksgiving drops. So come along, get yourself some cola, get yourself some personal reserves, and get yourself some Thanksgiving camos as well. So really looking forward to seeing you all live right now on twitch.tv/QuickyBaby, and come in, tell me what your favorite American tank is and why. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.